In this video, I'll talk about everything that you need to know before starting mechanical engineering. Now, most people spend years studying mechanical engineering and end up regretting after spending all that time, not because of how hard it is, but it's because they didn't really know what mechanical engineering is really about. So to avoid making that mistake and spending years doing something that you don't fully understand, I'm going to share with you the full details about mechanical engineering. So in this video, I will talk about if it is worthy to study mechanical engineering, the three misconceptions that most people have about mechanical engineering, what mechanical engineering is really about, who is mechanical engineering for, the mistakes that most students make when studying mechanical engineering, what do you study or what courses are you going to find when studying mechanical engineering? And what do mechanical engineers do after graduating? And where do these mechanical engineers work for? Now, the truth is there's a lot of information about mechanical engineering, but if you watch this video until the very end, you are going to have clarity and know the truth about what mechanical engineering is. And by the end of this video, you avoid wasting years and time following the wrong advice and outdated advice that most people are giving about mechanical engineering. Also going to avoid feeling lost and confused about what really mechanical engineering is all about. But then you might be wondering, who am I and who is this person talking? Yes, so I'm Chimama Sakala. I'm a mechanical engineer and I hold a master's degree in mechanical engineering. I graduated with a distinction from Université Abdelmalek, which is in Morocco. And currently, I'm a junior mechanical engineer or maybe a mechanical engineer intern working at a mining company. But then things didn't start like this. So let me share more details about myself. So at first, when I started studying mechanical engineering when I was a student, I was so passionate about mechanical engineering. I used to feel so good studying a program. I loved the projects, the assignments at first, and everything was going so well. I was passing, I was doing so well. But then things started to change, and this is when the reality hit me about mechanical engineering. So the first thing that started is that I felt so lost and confused about mechanical engineering because I didn't see myself in the future, what I was going to do, what I should prepare myself to be doing. I didn't know what to focus on. There was a lot of information that was confusing me. There was a lot of things that I was hearing from people, from everyone giving different advice about mechanical engineering, and I felt so lost. In the end, I felt demotivated. I lost the motivation to continue studying, and in my third year, I almost quit mechanical engineering because it was something that was so hard for me to push through that stage. And I remember so well feeling so alone, lacking proper guidance and lacking a motivation on what I should do, the practical skills that I should be learning, the knowledge that I should be acquiring so that I become job ready at the end. But I didn't have any proper guidance on what I was following. So I was just following things that were happening in class and uh, as time was going by, I got so discouraged. I got so frustrated about what I was doing because I felt as though I was yielding to nothing. I remember so well this time when I was searching a lot of videos on YouTube, watching a lot of content, reading a lot of things about mechanical engineering, and I couldn't see myself in this program. I felt like I was just going to quit because it was a lot. It was a lot of things. And then there was this time when things started changing and things started happening for me about mechanical engineering. I came across some information outside mechanical engineering that I applied to mechanical engineering, and it helped me to come up with ways on how I could uh, go about mechanical engineering, go about my career, go about my profession, and just develop the practical skills, just start acquiring the right knowledge that I needed to become a full-fledged engineer. 2 years later, after finding that information and getting to know about my journey in mechanical engineering, I graduated with a master's degree in mechanical engineering and with a distinction, which is something that I've been excited about. And now that I'm passionate again about mechanical engineering and trying to learn as much as I can, and also trying to add value and to add impact from the things that I'm learning, I'm super excited to where I am right now and what I'm. Now, the frequent question that most people ask is trying to know if it's worth it to start mechanical engineering right now. And when it comes to mechanical engineering, what you're going to realize that it's one of the top 5 best engineering degrees in the world. And it's not because of how hard it is, how much math and physics is there, but it's because of these two reasons that I'm going to share with you right now. And these are the two reasons that make most people regret studying other engineering degrees rather than mechanical engineering, because this will just change something about the way you see life and about the way you see mechanical engineering. So the reason number one for studying mechanical engineering is its flexibility. When you look at the program, when you look at the branch of engineering, mechanical engineering itself is versatile. What you're going to see is that you are going to work in a lot of industries and in a lot of places. This is because it's not focused in one way, it's not focused in one path like many other engineering degrees that you are going to find. But you can work in many industries, you can work in many companies. So reason number two is high job security. When you look at the world and its advancement in technology and digital stuff, machines and industries, you're going to realize that each and every time there is a change in technology, there's an advancement in industrial things, there is need of more mechanical engineers, and this is what makes it to be high in job security, because the more the world is advancing, the more mechanical engineers will be needed in the world. But then there are a lot of misconceptions that most people have about mechanical engineering, and there are these three major ones that if you know them right now, you're going to save yourself from regretting and following the wrong advice about mechanical engineering. Now, many students and many people believe that mechanical engineering is all about cars and all about machines, and they think when you study mechanical engineering, that's your area of focus. Those are the only places you're going to work in. But then when you look at the reality is that mechanical engineering is so versatile, like I said, it encompasses a lot of things that you're going to learn. You're going to find yourself in manufacturing, you're going to find yourself in robotics, you can go into construction, go into a different and a lot of industries that you're going to find. So the misconception that you should avoid is thinking that mechanical engineering is only about cars and sheets. Now, misconception number two comes from this question that I got a lot. I was still getting it just after graduating. The time that I reached home, people were asking me about the program that I did, and they were asking me, so can you open a car engine? Can you do this? Do you have the energy to work in this industry? Are you physically fit and all those things? Asking me a lot of questions about cars and how the physical strength that I have to work as a mechanical. But then the reality about mechanical engineering in the modern world is much more than that. It's about thinking mechanical systems, thinking about problem solving, using CAD softwares to solve problems, to simulate, to analyze certain things that you are going to find. And misconception number two that you should avoid is thinking that mechanical engineering is about manual work. Misconception number three that most people have is the one that they'll be surprised when you answer them, when you tell them about mechanical engineering, and they'll be doubting your value and your expertise once you share this about them. Now, when it comes to what most people believe about mechanical engineering, they think that once you become a mechanical engineer, you'll be able to solve or maybe be able to fix appliances in the house. You'll be able to fix small things that happen in the house. For example, if a fridge has broken down, then if you're a mechanical engineer in that home, you'll be thought to be someone who should be doing that work. You'll be someone who they think that you should be able to do that work. And once they realize that you are not able to do that, they'll think maybe you're not competent enough, you don't have the expertise to really be a mechanical. But then the reality about mechanical engineering and mechanical technicians is very different. When it comes to mechanical engineering or mechanical engineers, they are about thinking systems, solving problems, and many other things that you are going to learn. But when it comes to technicians, mechanical technicians or mechanics, these are people who are trained to do hands-on things. Misconception number three that you should avoid is thinking that mechanical engineers should be fixing home appliances. Yes, it's important for you to fix your own stuff, but then that is not what qualifies you to be a mechanical engineer or not, because that's not what mechanical engineering was about. But then the question that you might be asking yourself right now is trying to find out, what is mechanical engineering really about? Now, I remember this so well because at the time I was starting mechanical engineering, I called my parents, okay, I'll be branching into mechanical engineering, this is the program that I'll be going to major in, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Then a good word, they started asking me, say, "La, so we took you to school to start fixing cars, to start working with this, to be having oil in your body and all those things, asking me about all those stuff." I was like, no, mechanical engineering is not about that. It's about something different that uh, most people probably don't understand. And I took my time, and I took my time to explain them. And this is one of the things that I've been explaining to most people who ask me, to most people I meet. They have been asking me the same questions, saying that it's one of the things that most people don't really understand what mechanical engineering is really about. So now, mechanical engineering is an engineering branch that focuses on design, analysis, manufacturing, and maintenance of mechanical systems. This program focuses on problem solving, making decisions that affect safety, time, and money. And in this program, you're going to understand how things work in system, and you're going to learn how to build, improve machines, systems, and processes. But then the mistake that most people make is thinking that mechanical engineering is for everyone. The truth that it's not for everyone. And let me share with you who mechanical engineering is really for. Now, before I share who mechanical engineering is really for, let me share about the mistake that most people make about mechanical engineering. The common mistake that many people make, or many students who want to study mechanical engineering make, is thinking that because I'm good at physics and math, then it means I'm able to do mechanical engineering. Yes, that's a foundation that you need to study mechanical engineering. But the truth is, it doesn't guarantee that you qualify to be a mechanical engineer, you qualify to study mechanical engineering. Now, there are many reasons that people use to qualify themselves to be mechanical engineers or to study mechanical engineering. But these are the three major ones. And if you are identified by these three things, then it means you are good and ready to study mechanical engineering. Reason number one is that you should be someone who loves solving problems. Number two is that you should enjoy understanding how things work. Number three is you're someone who is interested to build and improve systems, processes, and machines. So these are the three major reasons that qualify someone if they can suit to be a mechanical engineer or study mechanical engineer. Then there's one major mistake that many students who study mechanical engineering make, and this they end up not being job ready after graduating. They end up feeling so confused and lost, feeling like no, they do not qualify for certain job after graduating. And the mistake that they usually make is focusing only on getting good grades while in university. When studying the program, it's very important for you to be passing, getting good grades. And what's going to happen is that good grades are going to opportunities for you you are going to once you are going to graduate and once you're done. But then if you lack practical skills, knowledge, and experience in the industry, these are the things that are going to determine you if you're going to stay in a job. So while you are focusing on getting good grades, you should also focus on learning the practical skills, acquiring your right knowledge, and gaining experience of what is happening in the real industry of mechanical engineering. But then the common question that I usually get is being asked, what do mechanical engineering students study, and what are the courses that they do, what are the things that they learn for them to develop the practical knowledge, the skills that they need to develop so that they become job ready. So for me to better explain this and for you to understand, let me explain it in this way. Now, when it comes to mechanical engineering and the program itself from first year to the last, you are going to realize is that the main foundation on the courses is that it builds on math and physics. So the best way for you to be progressing in all those years and also getting good grades is that you need to have good foundation in math and physics, mainly calculus and the laws of physics. If you have good foundation in those things, then have high chances, you have better chances of progressing in the program. Now, you don't have to be a genius, an extreme mathematician or a physicist to understand to go through mechanical engineering or to progress. But then you have to be willing to learn new things, to be curious about learning and understand getting to understand the concepts that you're going to learn, and also have a better foundation in those subjects. If you have first two, then you have high chances of going through the phases of mechanics. These are the 14 subjects that you can research on and try to find out what they're really about. But I'm just going to list them so that you have an idea of what you're going to expect. And if you want more details about them, just get them and research them so that you get to know what they're about. So number one is about engineering mechanics, which is statics and dynamics. Number two is mechanic of solids, which is also strength of materials. Number three is engineering thermodynamics. Number four is fluid mechanics and machinery. Number five is heat and mass transfer. Number six is theory of machines or kinematics of machines. Number seven is manufacturing technology or processes. Number eight is machine design or design of machine elements. Number nine is material science or metallurgy. Number 10 is mechanic measurements and metro. Number 10 is mechanical measurements and metrology. Number 11 is engineering graphics or CAD, which is computer aided design. Number 12 is mechatronics and robotics, and sometimes there is also AI. And number 13 is internal combustion of engines or combustion of engines. Then number 14 is mechanic vibration and processtics. So I'd encourage you to do your research from the website of the school where you want to go study mechanical engineering from, because these courses that I've just shared with you, some might not be there, some might be there, and you might be surprised at why did I share something and things are not present. So it depends with the school and its specialization in what you're going to get out of that mechanical engineering program that they have. So you have to do your research and find out what you'll be specializing in. Most people is not knowing what mechanical engineers really do after studying mechanical engineers. The mistake and the misconception that most people have is thinking that mechanical engineering is about repairing and also fixing machines, cars, engines, and that's what they think it's all about after doing the program. But then these are some of the common things that mechanical engineers do that I'm going to share with you right now. And there are many more that you're going to research, but I'm going to share with you the major ones that many mechanical engineers specialize into. The first one is design and analysis. This is where you work with CAD or computer aided designs software to create technical plans, machines, and engines. And the second one is prototyping and testing. This is where you develop prototypes and conduct tests to analyze their performance and safety. Number three is manufacturing and maintenance. In this industry, this is where you oversee the production process for devices and managing maintenance programs for equipments and facilities. Number four is project management and also organization. This is where you lead teams to ensure projects are completed on time, within budgets, and also following safety. Then number four is quality management and control. This is where you quality management and control. This is where you monitor and make sure that the quality of products and devices that a company manufactured have reached a desired standard for safety with the environment and other conditions that you might put. Then number six, which is improvement of efficiency. This is where you reduce energy loss, downtime, waste, and also unnecessary motion in machines and processes. Number eight, I'm not so sure, but yeah, number eight is select materials or maybe components. This is where you choose the right materials for building products and building devices that are right for the environment, that meets the right desired standards. Then there's also energy and power generation. This is where you learn about electricity, renewable energy, non-renewable energy, and other stuff. There is also production, automation, and quality management. This is where you learn about production system, product quality standards, and many other things. Then there's measurement and methodology. This is about weather stations where you get to understand about weather patterns, how they're measured, the instruments that they use, and all those things. Then there's The last one in this video is about calculation methods and also simulation. This is where you learn about the behavior of mechanical structures and systems. These you use computers to uh, analyze and understand how they work. Again, I have to mention that each of the things that I've mentioned depends on the school where I studied from, and also depends on the specialization that school had. So you might find some of these things are not there at your school. That doesn't mean that it do not apply to mechanical engineering. It's just in which it depends on the industry which your program is trying to specialize into. So make sure to do your research, make sure to understand if the industry you want to go into is the industry what the school is providing and where you are going to learn from. But then after knowing what many mechanical engineers do and what they work on, where do they really work? What are the industry where they go into to apply these things that they learn and to apply to do their work? Now, the first thing that comes in most people's minds is thinking that mechanical engineers are mainly in workshops, mainly in places where they fix cars, like I've been saying. And this sounds funny because many people do not have this information, but there are six major industries where many mechanical engineers work for, and there are many other, like I said, it's so versatile. But let me share with you the six commons that I've done my research that I know about mechanical engineering. So number one is manufacturing and production in companies or industries. Number two is energy and power generation. Number three is mining and heavy industry. Number four is automotive and aerospace. Number five is maintenance and reliability industries. I don't know if it's number one, but it's HVAC and construction. But the best thing that we're going to see about mechanical engineering and mechanical engineers is that they have a lot of places where they can work from. So it's about knowing the right industry that you want to go into and also specialize into it. Getting the right skills, the right knowledge so that you go into the right industry that you want to go in. But then the challenge that many students and many mechanical engineers face is that they do not know how to choose the right industry to specialize into and also learn the practical skills that that industry requires. So if you're interested in learning how to choose an industry that fits you, that is suitable for you, and also having a systematic way to develop those skills that will help you to become job ready when you're graduating and when you are done with school, so that you get direct into the industry to be working. I encourage you to watch this video where I share a systematic process on how to do that. I say thank you for watching this video and reaching this far. I hope this video helps, and see you in the next one.